The Chiefs, and Stephania has a chance to get on her high horse right now. Tyreek Hill was one of 3 players with 42.3 fantasy points yesterday. He had a receiving touchdown, 2 of those actually, and he had a return touchdown. He was ridiculous. Like we said with Alvin Kamara, so much for regression, huh, Matthew?
I mean, he's just a special player. He's just a ridiculous player in Tyreek Hill. And look, I don't know that he's always going to be as efficient as he was. 7 for 169 on 8 targets, 2 touchdowns. He also returns a punt for a touchdown. I mean, this is what Tyreek Hill is. I mean, you know, I had him as a top 10 wide receiver. This is why. I mean, he's a special player, and
he's got a.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You finish it up.
I was just going to say it's in a fantasy friendly offense, and man, oh man, is Patrick Mahomes going to be fun to watch this year. Listen, I think I might have been too low on Patrick Mahomes coming into this season.
Evidently. Stephania, what do you think about that performance yesterday?
I know he was in
passing touchdowns.
He was in my top 10, and I know we had this conversation because they were facing the Chargers defense. I actually was considering moving him down if Joey Bosa played. When it turned out that Joey Bosa had aggravated his foot, I thought there's going to be something. And actually, a plug for NFL matchup with our friend Matt Bowen, because they talked about Andy Reid in first games that he plays when he has a long time to prepare, and how they were going to do some special things against the Chargers defense. And I watched that, and I was like, I just felt more confident about Mahomes. Love what I saw. It was really, he and Tyreek Hill, you talk about stacking. Yeah. I mean, that combo is going to be a menace to the rest of the league for the rest of the year.
Rolling with my homies, I would say this to you, Field. If you're sitting there, Patrick Mahomes, in terms of his ADP, was not drafted as a QB1. He was drafted outside the top 10. So if you're sitting there now and you were like, hey, whoa, I got Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes. I got, I got Andrew Luck and Patrick Mahomes on my team. What are you doing?
Or trade one.
Yeah, 100%.
Wide receiver.
Where do you rate Patrick Mahomes for the rest of the season?
I'd say probably still a top 14 quarterback.
See, I think he's a top 10.
I mean, we're in the conversation. You know, 2 of his not trying to undercut the performance. 2 of his touchdown passes yesterday where he handed the ball forward at the line of scrimmage.
They were little shovel passes, but that's part of Andy Reid's offense, honestly.
No, I'm with you.
And it's one of the reasons why.
We got a few things to wrap here on the Chiefs. Go ahead.
I was going to say it's one of the reasons why Kareem Hunt did not have a big day.
16 for 49 for Kareem Hunt. The scary part was he had 0 catches on just 1 target. I think all of us agree that better days are ahead for Kareem Hunt. I think Andy Reid will probably feel the same way as well, even though they had a very successful offensive day. Sammy Watkins' debut, 3 catches, 21 yards on 5 targets, including a drop that I saw. I'm not sure that much better days are ahead for him, but I do believe that better days are ahead for Travis Kelce, who had just 1 catch on 6 targets for 6 yards.
They scored so quickly that there wasn't a real need to get into a rhythm with Hunt or Kelce. I agree with you. I think better days are ahead for both of them. If somebody out there is panicking in your league, feel free to try to acquire low and be like, hey, it's all about Tyreek Hill. Like, these guys are afterthoughts in the Chiefs offense. It's clear Mahomes doesn't look for him. Like, you can try to use that logic.